guys, excuse me for the lighting being a little bit bad and everything. That's because I'm in the kitchen, because we're making another cooking video. And also, sorry for the top of my head being kind of cut off. I can try and be smaller. Yes, I don't know. Never mind. Okay, today we are cooking. Are we cooking? I think we're cooking. We are making my absolutely favorite dessert. I've been craving it so much, and since my exams are finally over, this is a present for me, for myself. Yes. It's basically super easy. It only uses 2 ingredients plus some sort of fruit. So basically this is going to be a white chocolate mousse with fruit. I'm going to be using mango pulp because I just love white chocolate mousse with mango. I think it's really good, but I also think raspberry might go very nicely in there, or passion fruit, but I can't get passion fruit where I live in Slapland. Strawberries might be very good, maybe blueberries. So, you know, really whatever floats your boat, but I choose something that could be a little bit soury. Mango pulp isn't sour. Mangoes per se aren't really that sour. However, it does have a little bit of a sour undertone, so it fits rather nicely. The reason why I suggest something a little bit more soury when it comes to the fruit is because, well, white chocolate is hella fucking sweet, let's be honest. So yes, so when it comes to the fruit, you can use whatever you want. However, for the mousse, you are gonna need only 2 things, and that is, white chocolate. I have 200 grams of white chocolate and around 400 grams or milliliters, I think it's the same, of heavy cream. I use 30%, so I don't know how the percentages change from country to country or continent to continent. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using. Give me a sec. I'm basically using, you see, 30% of heavy cream. This is 200 milliliters. We're gonna be using 400, but a lot of that has to be in the fridge because it needs to be cold. So first I'm gonna start off with getting 133 milliliters of this heavy cream into this handy dandy thingy majib, because that's how much we're gonna be cooking. Okay, this is 120, 30, okay. I think that's fine. The rest is going in the fridge for now. Next, we're taking both our chocolate bars and we're just gonna be, you can cut the chocolate. I used to cut the chocolate when I usually made this, but I'm gonna be honest, I can't be bothered. I can't be asked to do this. Just because my exams may be over, but I still gotta work. So basically we're just gonna be, you know, putting them into like smaller pieces so that, you know, it can melt faster. Plus it's so warm where I am that it's gonna melt pretty fast. I'm not worried about that. In general, yes. So while I'm getting the chocolate into smaller pieces, how are you guys? How are you doing? I like to hear from you guys, you know, I like to know how your life's been doing, how is your university or school, because I actually have no idea what age range you guys are. 0, no. Y'all might be all 60-year-olds, and I wouldn't even know. I assume you're not, because 60-year-olds wouldn't want to watch my content. However, I get along well with 60-year-olds. I generally get along well with older people, and I don't mean older as in just older than me, but like my grandma's age. I love my grandma's friends. I'm going to visit my grandma this week, so this video is actually filmed in advance before. This video is probably going to come out like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe later, after I've gone to my grandma, after I filmed it, because I'm trying to film in advance some things. But I'm going to see my grandma, and I can't wait to see her because I love her, because she's dope and I really like her friends. I have this one uncle who always buys me beer. No, it's not creepy. I'm a full ass in my mid-20s adult. It's not creepy, you just gotta trust me on that. But he's great. I mean, he's known me since I was very young, and we sit together and we bitch about how terrible kids these days are, and it's beautiful and I love it. Old people are dope. I can't wait to be an old grandpa one day. It's gonna be great. Okie dokie, once the chocolate's all done up, saucepan. I have this handy dandy saucepan that I'm gonna be using think I gotta get you guys to a different setting. You won't be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, you can kind of see the sink, and you can kind of see the shit that's on my table. It's mostly food, but whatever. I don't care. We got a saucepan. What I gotta do now is get the cream, put it in the saucepan. It's as easy as that, basically. I have a feeling like I put in a little bit too little. I have a feeling there should be more cream. Maybe I measured it out wrong. I don't know, don't care. And then we're gonna put it and cook the cream. And we're just gonna go on high heat. Be very careful though, so it doesn't overflow. Heavy cream and milk has a tendency to do that. I'm saying that because I don't know how much cooking y'all have done. I don't know, if you're 13, maybe you haven't done any cooking. If you're 13, you shouldn't be watching my cussing ass, but this is by the point. So yes, heavy cream tends to boil over. Watch over for that. Also, you like my hair? Finally redyed, finally looks good. Yes. So basically what we're gonna do next is gonna be very, very fast probably, so you won't be able to see everything. And I know that the way I'm kind of structuring this video, it's a little bit different from my other cooking video about the shepherd's pie. But I don't know, I thought we'd try out also this kind of a little bit more talky kind of cooking, especially since this is a very fast recipe, because shepherd's pie takes me at least 2 hours to make. It's a shit ton of time, usually more. Meanwhile, this is very fast, so I can really just talk to you guys the majority of the time while this is doing. So right now I'm waiting for the cream to kind of, you know, boil up a little bit, just a little bit. We don't want anything overflowing or anything like that. And once it boils up, we're gonna take a whisk. If I can find my whisk. This is my whisk. Yes, why does it still have parts of chocolate cake on? Oh my lord, who washed this? Never mind, we're gonna take a whisk. It's clean, okay, it's fine. And we're gonna put the chocolate, all of the chocolate, into the saucepan. Oh, we're gonna take it off the heat, obviously. The moment we see it kind of start to boil up a little bit, we're gonna take it off the heat, put in the chocolate, and whisk thoroughly until it's whisked in. Yeah, and then we're gonna set it aside so it can cool, because... Oh, I can hear it starting to boil up. I need to get my gloves. And by gloves I mean this thing, mitten. This is a mitten, not a glove. Yeah, because we're gonna be taking the rest of the cream later on, the cold cream. We're gonna whisk it. I mean, not whisk it. I'm gonna use a mixer, a hand mixer. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sorry, the shit was because it nearly overflowed. Perfect. Okay, this should be nice. Okay, putting in all the chocolate, just be very careful, you don't want to hurt yourself because this is very, very, very hot. You can, I'm using my hand to just all shove it in there, but you can put the chocolate in a bowl and just, you know, upend the bowl, and it's probably gonna be way more, you know, not hurting yourself. Yeah, okay, and now I'm just whisking it. Actually, I'm gonna put it on my handy dandy cutting board. My cutting board is not made of plastic like some are. It's made of wood, so it's not gonna get hurt. So you see already the vast majority of the recipe is done. And how much does that take? Like 10 minutes tops? Rather quick. Now you just gotta whisk all this shit together nicely. Oh, the chocolate's really melting very quickly, very nicely. So like I was saying, then we're just gonna whisk in like an hour probably. We're gonna whisk the cold heavy cream from the fridge, and we're gonna add this. Well, obviously I'm gonna go through all of this again. We're gonna add this and just mix it together and then put it in teeny tiny cuppies. I don't know if teeny tiny cuppies, but we're gonna put it somewhere together in a cup, and you're gonna put that in the fridge for another at least hour or two. So this mousse, it won't moosen up very much, as in it won't be very tough. It's going to be a little bit liquidy, just a little bit. That's why I tend to rather eat it, just, you know, putting some nice fruit mousse jam, or, you know, just fresh fruit should be really nice as well, and not in a cake because it's going to be a little bit liquidy. But I don't care, I actually like it this way. It feels much lighter and fluffier. Meanwhile, if we were to add butter, because basically if you want to make it more creamy, moussey isn't tougher. I suggest you add some butter, like I don't know, maybe 50 grams of butter, and whisk that with butter. However, then it's gonna be more heavy, and I don't know, I like it when it's more gentle. It's nicer. I think I have like a piece of something in here. I think a piece of bread fell into my mousse. Well, that's fun. Well, okay, that's basically nearly mixed. I'm just gonna mix it till the end, like a minute more, just to get all the chocolate from the bottom out, and to get this nasty piece of bread. Come here. Come here, Mr. Bread. We don't want you. Okie dokie. And yeah, and I will see you in like half an hour to an hour, depending on how much it takes for this thing to cool down. And we shall do the rest. Yes. Right, it's been, I think, half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, more like it. But maybe even more. And the cream, the chocolate kind of looks like this. So you can see it's pretty creamy, and you can also see that I didn't really get the chocolate off from every single part like I should have, but that's fine. We'll worry about that later. Okay, now we gotta take out a bigger thing that we will pour everything into. By bigger thing I mean bowl. In my case, I'm gonna be using this. So this, it's very big. Yes, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the heavy cream and we're going to put all of it in here, basically. So, you know, 133 minus 400. I have perfectly 400 because it's 200 plus 200, so I don't care. I'm not even going to measure it out. I'm just going to plop it all in. So, yes, if you make this recipe, please let me know if you like it. I personally really enjoy it, however it is rather sweet. Well, it is white chocolate. You can also totally probably do, like, you know, dark chocolate instead of white chocolate. I wouldn't recommend doing milk chocolate, just because if you do something like this, like a cream or a mousse or ice cream, milk chocolate tends, like combined with, well, milk or cream, it tends not to really have a whole lot of flavor. So white chocolate maybe doesn't have flavor as well, but it's well, I know it has kind of like bitter tang, at least the one where I live. Second one entirely plop. You know, and when it comes to dark chocolate, like if you want to exchange that, use minimum like 60% dark chocolate minimum, because if you use just pure milk chocolate, it's like I said, it's not really gonna taste like anything. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this on my table and I'm gonna use a hand mixer. So I have this, you can't really see it, and I'm gonna plop these two things in and I'm gonna mix it. And since I don't see a reason to show you how I mix it, because it's just boring, and because you're not gonna be able to hear anything I say anyway. I'm just gonna mix it. I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm done. I'm gonna be doing it on the highest speed, not the highest, but probably somewhere higher up. You want it to be, I'll show you the consistency later, basically what you want it to look like. However, try not to over mix it, and also, like, if your bowl is smaller, probably mix it on a lower level, but it's gonna just take longer, it's that. Alright, I'll be back soon. Alright, so this is kind of the consistency you want. As you can see, there's kind of like a stiff peak down there. Up. Yeah, you see that? Like, it's a little bit thickish, but it's not super thick, basically. What are we gonna do now? Now we are just gonna incorporate our chocolate into this. Sorry for the loud sound. Also, excuse this mess. Alright, so basically now we're gonna whisk in our chocolate. So we're gonna, you know, do this. And then we're gonna pour little by little. There really isn't that much chocolate in here, so like, I don't know, in 3 tries, let's say like 3 portions, just pull in the chocolate delicately and then just whisk it in, basically. Whisk, whisk, whisk. That's all there is to to it, so I'm just gonna do that in 3 batches right now, maybe 4. Really depends on your mood. But it's very, very important that it's whisked in properly, because otherwise the chocolate, because it's much heavier than the cream that you just whipped up, it can kind of set at the very bottom of the bowl that you're mixing in. So it's very important to mix well, so that it's all mixed in together nicely and incorporated. Yes. Okay, that took me like 5 batches, and the last batch I'm gonna try and scrape out as much white chocolate as I can from my saucepan. I do not have a non-stick saucepan, so please don't come at me for using a metal whisk. This is a normal metal, what's it called? Saucepan, yeah. I'm gonna mix that in thoroughly, and then I'm gonna try and scratch out a little bit more of the chocolate into this. That's basically the gist of the whole thing. Now that we're done whisking, take as much or as little glasses as you want. These are Nutella glasses, because in my family and generally in the country that I live in, after we get Nutella, you know, this kind of stuff, Nutella. I don't really eat Nutella anymore, but when I was a kid I stuffed myself with it, so we have a lot of these. We don't throw it away, we kind of just use it as drinking glasses, so that's what I'm gonna use. I don't know how much exactly these are, but they're not very big. Usually a portion like this makes 5.5 of these for me, so I'm gonna take 6 of those. Sure, they're nice and clean inside, just in case. You never know how long they've been standing there. I also don't really like drinking from glasses. I always have a cup. I also have like genuinely 3 cups that I drink from, and like that's it for no particular reason. That's that. I'm just gonna give it a little tasty. Oh yeah, that's good. Hell bloody sweet. And that's why we get the mango. Real good though. So I'm gonna, wondering if I'm taking this one or I'm gonna take a smaller one. And I'll take the bigger one. And just using this soup spoon thing, soup handle, I'm just gonna take some of the mousse and pour it in the glass. Oh shit, and I just poured it over the glass, of course I did. But hey, more for me, hey? So sweet. Ah, too sweet, but that's what the mousse is for later on. I would say that it's probably like 2 of these for like 1 portion, as in for 1 glass. But honestly, just make as many portions as you'd like. I usually make 6, or rather 5.5, because I usually make for 3 days. So I eat 1 every day, and then there's 1 for my mum every day, or my boyfriend if he's around. So yes. So now I'm just gonna take this thing, which I never remember what it's called, aluminum foil, I think. And I'm gonna put it into a few smaller pieces. Wrap it around the cups so that they don't get the stench of the fridge, basically. I'm gonna put them all in the fridge, and that's it, and I will see you in what hour is it? I'll see you probably in an hour and a half. They should be probably done by then. I just ate lunch. That's probably why it's on my lipstick seat enough, and I got my mousse here. You can see there's some mango pulp already on it, so let's give it a try. Kind of looks like this. It's not gonna be very tough, like I said, but let's try. I love the mixture of the taste of the mango and the white chocolate. It's amazing. Love it. if you try out this recipe at home, let me know how you liked it. If you liked it, let me know what fruits you used in it. And yeah, if you'd like to see more cooking videos, let me know. I've been trying to start this cooking series for a while, where I cook foods that I find in books, as in I read a book and someone's eating that food. However, all the books that I read for the past half a year, all the foods there, like I have some foods written down, but either the books didn't have that many foods, or the foods that were written down, there's not things that I'm that into, or they were like very simple things, like a pizza toasty. I'm not gonna make a video showing a pizza toasty recipe. I mean, come on, let's make something a little bit more ambitious, you know what I mean? So yeah. But if I finally read a book where I think, okay, that's a recipe I might want to recreate, that series hopefully is gonna go up. Oh wait, I am gonna make blueberry muffins at some point. That's from a book, but it's gonna be probably near August, maybe. I don't know. We shall see. So yes, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, and let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Mwah.